Okay, and we're back. Not today. Almost invisible, but not quite icebergs.
I think you can actually see them either in the thermal visor or the X-ray visor. I always forget which one you need to see those.
Whoa, what the fuck? Sorry, I was not expecting them this early.
Well, you're heading into their base, so it's time to fight a whole bunch of them.
We don't appreciate your strut. The hell are you?
A security drone, and now the alarm is going off.
Well, you're not Queen She-Goss, but I'll do what I can.
Weird to finally be getting the scan for normal space pirates. I guess this is the first time we've seen them since the frigate, where you don't actually get the scan for them because they're all dead and or dying.
Yeah.
Now, to talk about the wave beam a bit, since we did pick it up, it's sort of weaker than the power beam. The benefit to it is that the charge shot of the wave beam can stun enemies. So if you want to go for that to stun lock an enemy, that's certainly an option.
Whew. Aggressive mofos.
I have a Mandela effect memory of being able to go through that little door that was opening up to let them out, to let the pirates out to chase after you. For whatever reason, I have a memory of being able to go through there and explore more of the base, but no, there's nothing over there. There's no way to go through that way.
If only one could reach into the depths of Spar's mind and see just WTF.
If we went into the depths of Spar's mind and played the games that he remembered, they would probably be worse than the real thing.
Who dares? Yeah, that's right. So how do the space pirates get through these corridors, then?
Assume they have a control panel to just turn these things off.
I was gonna say, I just like the idea of them rolling in balls themselves.
Either that or they just have like a taser or something that they just hit them with to supply the electricity.
Oh shit.
I hope you like the Space Pirate theme, because you're going to be hearing it a lot.
I do. I know there's more of you.
Yeah, I think you have to start going up in order for more of them to appear. Meanwhile, reading.
Phase on. It's the mutagen. Power to mutate organic life forms. Cool. I will just summarize, otherwise we'll be here all day.
For real, though.
Mining operations. Crater near where Phazon appears to be most concentrated.
If you do want to read all of these, I think I looked at all of these lore scans in my non-commentary recording, so go check that out if you want to see what all of these actually say.
Okay.
Don't take a bath in Phazon, not a good idea.
No. Yeah, so they're experimenting on, like, the indigenous population of Talonfall.
So in addition to what the Phazon is corrupting on its own, they are also introducing Phazon to things in order to mutate them. This whole planet's kind of getting fucked.
Nice. Oh, hello. What the fuck were you doing there? Cat in the boxes?
It's nap time.
Not yet, it's not. Not until the bounty hunter says so.
Now, another special thing you can do with the wave beam, because it is, firing off electrical power, is a charge shot, or multiple charge shots, in addition to stunning enemies, can actually malfunction turrets so that they will fire wildly and then blow up.
Do not handle sedated xenomes without proper ice containment equipment.
Gosh, I wonder what that's talking about.
Yes. Need the space jump to get through though.
No, actually, that one will just give you a single jump with enough height to get up there. It's really weird. It's like how back at the landing site, if you try to jump up to Samus's ship, she will jump high enough to get on top of it with a single jump, even without space jump. It's weird. Because they want you to be able to use the ship as a save station and ammo refill, even if you don't have space jump. So they just gave Samus a way to jump higher for no reason.
Hey guys. Motherfucker.
Yeah, that guy always gets me too. This is another room, aside from that one guy that I just mentioned, that I also have very iconic in my memory. I think I actually remember this observatory more so than the observatory that's in Prime 3, because that one is sort of an optional area. Mostly optional, anyway.
I did it.
And once again, there's not really a puzzle so much as it is just a series of things to be done.
Series of things to be done. Wonder what that's for.
It's probably part of that series of things to be done. I hadn't actually scanned one of those yet.
25%.
I like this music track.
Yeah, the soul beat. It's nice.
I think this is, if it wasn't already, this is definitely where you start needing the space jump, because there's no way you're making that jump right there with a single one.
No, no.
I can't tell you how many times I came to this room in the randomizer and then remembered that I need the boost ball. Because I always forget about these things down here. I have also done this room without space jump, despite what I just said, because in the randomizer you're playing on the original GameCube version where you have things like scan dashing, so it is easier to get across those gaps that way, but that's not a thing you can do in this version. They took that out.
Right. Thank you for clarifying, because otherwise you were just like, yes but no.
Well, it's version differences. I think scan dashing was actually removed when they did the European release. Even, so it was before even Trilogy that they removed it.
How bizarre. How bizarre.
A lot of cool things to learn here in these scans, depending on, how much time you want to spend looking at them. Like you can find this one here, which is Talon 4, the planet we're on.
Yeah.
Or this one, which I believe is Planet Zebes from Super Metroid.
Wow. Okay.
Which I believe the scan even mentions that the planet is entirely uninhabitable because of the events from that game.
Good job, Samus.
Actually, has that even happened in the timeline? I always get confused about when all of that stuff is.
We got Billiam over there.
There's another Mandela effect memory I have of being able to find ether in this room, but once again, I think that's the Prime 3 observatory that I'm remembering.
Yeah, I think it would have to be.
Well, if it did exist in this one, it would have most likely been a thing they added back later.
Not really seeing anything else to scan here.
Nope, I think you got them all. Weird that nothing explains that giant dust storm or whatever that is in the middle of the solar system.
Yes. Most peculiar. Super missile, baby!
Yeah, let's go.
That would have been useful against the Sheegoth.
As I mentioned, you don't actually have to continue on to get the thermal visor. It's not strictly necessary to finish the game, but I would say it's going to be harder without it, so let's move on.
Yes, I'm not Sir Spar Randomizer the Fourth, okay? Ooh, nice.
Always like a little save and heal. Especially because we're getting to the most dangerous part of the Pirate Labs area.
Oh yes.
And things are going to get rough pretty soon.
Don't I know it.
Also, double kill.
Control tower. Woohoo.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to sequence break to get something early rather than having to come back here later?
Sequence breaking would be nice.
Okay, as soon as you get done with this fight, I'll try to help you to do that. You might need to reload the room depending on what boxes are left, but we can certainly give it a shot. Oh, they have to introduce some of my least favorite enemies. Much like the birds in Birth by Sleep, there's the flying pirates.
Yeah, these guys definitely got a visual glow up. I love the sounds they make.
Pizza. It sounds like they're saying pizza.
Pizza!
One of the guys that streams the randomizer that I follow just has an emote with those guys holding a slice of pizza.
Based.
Now, unfortunately, the box that we need for the sequence break did get broken, so you'll have to, like, either backtrack and reload the room, or try again when you come back through here, because we have to come back through in a minute anyway. Whichever you feel like doing. I know you're sort of focusing on the battle right now.
I know. Using all 10 of my brain cells for this. Yeah, that was satisfactory. We'll let you go.
Data received.
It's telling you about the thermal visor now.
I know. Okay, so here.
Yes.
Am I keeping this locked right here?
Yes, lock it with L. Don't hit anything on R. If you were, jump directly forward with the first jump, and forward and a little bit to the right with the space jump, and then fire when you're closest to the wall. There you go, you got it.
Whoa, hey!
Took us a bit, but hey, we managed to figure it out. Now we're getting one of the things early, and we don't have to come back here much later.
Woohoo!
Thank you to... You know what? I was going to read out that name, but now I'm not going to, because that's not something I want to read out on stream or on the video. If you want to, I can leave a comment on the video when we actually post it to the channel, but that is a channel name that I don't want to read.
Fair enough. The Artifact of Elder, the third of 12.
And that's actually our first one. It would have been the second, but you decided not to go back to the Artifact Temple.
How the fuck do I get out of here? This way is fine.
This way is indeed fine. You got a morph ball up there. The pirates on their scanners just watching Samus jump at a wall over and over.
What is she doing?
This is the way back again.
You can forgive me for getting a little bit turned around.
Oh, this room is terrible for it. Like, even if you're not trying to do this sequence break and, getting turned around and everything, it's just really terrible because both of the doors look exactly the same.
Research Lab A for A.
Probably before they knew what the planet in Prime 2 was going to be named.
Probably. But hey, I get to leave that prompt in as well.
Oh, yeah, that did show up right at the perfect time.
Thanks for the lack of missile refills, asshole.
You're gonna wish you had them here in just a second, because it's time for the namesake of the game. Well, at least half of the namesake.
A wild Samus. Because obviously we're playing as Metroid.
Of course. Really, I thought this was Zelda. Sure it isn't Wario?
God, we're awful.
Recorded to logbook.
Talon Metroid, energy-based parasitic predator. The effects of Phazon have turned these Metroids, a species of alpha predator native to SR388, into a unique subspecies found only on Talon 4. A Talon Metroid will latch onto its prey and drain energy, growing larger as it does. The only way to shake an attached Talon Metroid is to enter Morph Ball mode and lay a bomb. Oh, Jesus.
At least it was friendly and waited for you to scan it.
Can you imagine if they could, come out during scan mode? They should put that in Prime 4. You ain't safe. You think this was your daddy's Metroid Prime? Oh boy.
Hi, Steve.
Huh?
Some of the pirates that show up in specific events, like the one that breaks that window, have special names in the speedrunning and randomizer community. I don't know what that one is, but I'm going to call him Steve.
Well, alright. You guys are weird.
You're not wrong. Thank you for including me in that community.
I'm not one to talk, though, so...
There is 2 items in this room. One I would highly recommend getting now, rather than trying to get it later on, if you happen to know what happens at the end of this sequence.
Where you is?
There is this energy tank right here, which is very easy to get. Also functions as a really nice free heal, because it's been a couple rooms since the save station. Back up onto the walkway, the catwalk, whatever you want to call it. I believe you can jump up to a little morph ball path. I think you have to scan the thing, yeah. And that path will lead to another missile expansion. That little blue light directly ahead. There you go. And let me tell you, trying to do this later on is not good. I don't particularly like this one in general because the camera's awful.
Jesus, you're not wrong.
Trying to move in a straight line when the camera is not directly behind you is way harder than you would probably think. Nice, first try.
Oh, you know. I used up all my bad karma during that sequence break, so...
There's a whole bunch more pirate scans if you feel like going for that kind of thing.
The elevator going up and down made me think of Metroid had broken up. They'd be dissecting Metroids. Oh.
They do be. Oh. Alright, cool. I didn't even know that was there.
Interesting. I didn't realize that popped up that early.
Yeah, that's actually not talking about that silhouette that you saw on the other monitor, though. This is a new type of the beetle enemy, the ice beetles, appropriately enough. They're just a little bit tougher.
Well, alright.
And they really don't like heat, so plasma beam go boom when you got it. Do you think if the flying pirates stayed in this room long enough, the exhaust from their jetpacks would kill everyone?
What a weird thing to say, Spur.
I need something to say here.
That's fair enough.
I will say that you do need to go back up to the top eventually because there's a thing to activate there, but obviously once these guys are down. You know, I didn't know that the regular shots of the wave beam homed in. I knew the charge beam did, but even the regular shots will home in some.
Good.
The fence or whatever is just wide enough to block the shots, even when it probably shouldn't.
Fantastic space pirate tech.
The Prime 1 drop system, in effect, is giving you health when you need missiles. There's another screen to scan. There you are.
Beep. Beep. I guess it would be useful in a winter wonderland.
Well, everything's going to show up as nothing if it's a thermal visor, so...
Well, these are the space pirates we're dealing with.
Alright, and just one last force field to get rid of.
Fancy new visor time.
And it's been updated for the randomizer. I will let you experience that for yourself.
The randomizer?
Remaster.
Jesus Christ, you are brain poisoned, Spur.
I sure am. It's been updated for the remaster.
Thank you. Way to dull the moment of triumph from getting a new item.
Well, I've already told you the item's not even necessary, so how about that for dulling the moment? Yeah, so they made sort of a motion blur fuzzy effect over everything in the remaster for the thermal visor, and it's weird. It's not awful. I'd say, what the hell?
He was going to heaven, Spur.
I guess so. I'd say the visor change is a bit less obnoxious than having to fire normal shots to charge the beam. I hate that more than the visor change.
Fair enough.
And so, yeah, all the lights have turned off, which is why you need the thermal visor in order to get out of here now. It's really nice that the bridges and everything light up just enough for you to be able to see them. And of course, the containment fields no longer have power, so here come the Metroids that they were holding.
Here they come. I like the way they explode. I always thought I could hear like a little voice repeating when I had this visor on.
It's weird. There's definitely something like that with the other visor, where it's just like a constant repetitive sound that you can hear.
Nice.
Once again, the drop system giving you health when your health is full and your missiles are low. Prime 1 be like that.
It's a space pirate trick and no mistake.
I think I mentioned this, but in Prime 2, the drops are based off of what you're low on, so you're more likely to get health if you are low, and missiles to get more likely to get missiles if your missiles are low, etc., etc. In this game, they're just kind of hard-coded by room and enemy, so if you're out of luck, then oh well.
Very cool. Ah, Jesus. Ah.
Recorded to logbook.
Oh, hey, weren't these on the thing? Yeah, the sentry drones.
Mm-hmm.
Susceptible to electric attacks. Why did I turn this off?
They do a ton of damage, too. Fortunately, they get stunned with the charged wave beam, though. Yeah.
That was not pleasant.
They are really rough to fight. I don't like them. Not least of which because all the lights turned off. Hi, Steve, again.
Fucking Steve.
And this one's Bob, I guess.
Where's Dan? This is my Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, this part definitely freaked me out as a kid. Certainly one of the reasons that I ended up liking Prime 2 more than Prime 1 was because of these in-the-dark sections that this game has.
Well, we're cowards, so...
Yeah, well, yeah, yes, I am a coward. I've told the story about how the dinosaur broke out of the cave in Crash 3, and I screamed and turned the console off and went out of the room.
I just love the image of a tiny you screaming. Mama, Papa, the dinosaur has broken its bounds. Is this the future of video game? I guess it is.
So, yeah, if you hadn't gotten that missile earlier, that missile expansion, you would have had to do it in the dark. So, definitely good that you got it when you did.
Yeah.
Sir, that's a wall.
It's alright, don't worry about it.
We're going to like the next room, back to the control tower, because it's outside. You don't need the thermal visor on to see there.
Oh, blast up.
At least once you get up the elevator, anyway.
Whew, that was intense.
Yeah, you're not done yet. You still got more of the labs to get out of. And you don't have to fight these guys because they didn't lock the doors this time.
Later, penises.
Highly recommend going to that save station.
Oh yeah, I took a bit of a beating down there, didn't I?
Yeah, the sentries kind of take it out of you. I don't think there's any sentries left in the labs, though. I mean, we know my track record for being wrong in these playthroughs.
Do I have to kill to get out of here?
Nope, you should be able to just walk right out the door. If you can find said door.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if I could even tell what's a door, what's a wall.
The nice thing that is sometimes a not nice thing about the thermal visor is you can see the doors through objects because the, they have the heat that shows up. In a room like this, where everything is lit up except for the floor, then it's a bit rough.
Okay, so just the...
I was wrong, there are more sentry drones. How about that?
Are you just like pretending to be right in order to fuck with me?
No, I actually just forget some things because when you come back here later, there's different enemies.
Okay.
So I just remember things differently.
I'm watching you, Spur.
The nice thing is you never have to go back into the labs again because you got that artifact early.
Nice.
There is a missile expansion you can get in this room, but it requires using a super missile, which is tough when you have no missiles, period, so...
I'm gonna be honest, I forgot we picked up the super missile.
Yeah, it does cost 5 missiles, and you've been pretty low the whole time, so I haven't really been reminding you of it. We'll call that one Kevin. He looks like a Kevin to me.
Get the hell out, Kevin.
As long as we don't forget him at home.
No. Probably a reference I don't understand, but whatever, just roll with it.
Home Alone.
Okay, cool. I should watch that, and 2, because, you know, it's coming up to December.
It is. I actually really like those movies. I've always said that I'm not particularly one for, like, the Christmas spirit, because radio stations play, like, 70 different versions of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer over and over. And I get tired of that, and so the Christmas spirit kind of goes out the window when you have to deal with that kind of thing. I feel bad for people that work in, like, grocery stores for having to put up with it, to be honest.
God, yeah.
But, you know what? Home Alone 1, 2, and honestly I like 3 as well, are all really good.
What's up?
I think this is another room that you can go without the thermal visor, but these might be stealth pirates that you need the thermal visor to see.
Okay.
You might also be able to just walk right out the door and forget about them.
Again, it's very hard to tell in the dark. I mean, I could give it a shot.
This was the map room.
Hey. Run. Run.
I'm pretty sure you could turn the visor off now.
Whew. Freedom!
Yeah. Alright, so now then, save station. And then the next thing is a boss.
Very much looking forward to a boss.